There's more money in installation than there are failures.
The topic for today is failures. And we're going to emphasize on shower failures today. So we know that in our industry, we deal with we see a lot of failures. There's a lot of people out there that claim they know what they're doing, and people trust that they know what they're doing. They hire them and they just completely bomb the job, cause damage, they cost money, they waste material. So today that's what we want to talk about. And from your standpoint, just give us some insight on some of the failures that you've seen, some of the damage that is caused, and how you move forward from addressing a failure.
So just this week alone, I had 2 free inspections that I went out and offered to potential customers in my area based off of contractors that they hired and jobs that were going to fail. The first job was I noticed the pictures that this lady was posting on a social media outlet in my area. It was a township page. She listed that she was having issues with the contractors, and she didn't feel after hiring them that the work that they were performing was correct. Inspected it, and it turned out that everything was installed incorrectly according to the manufacturer specifications. And then just 2 days ago, I had a contractor in my area who was doing another scope of work in another trade. He reached out to me and asked me if I could come over and take a look at a job. Now, this lady reached out to a couple of contractors. This guy came in, promised her that he was registered, insured, did not provide adequate documentation on these areas, and drug out a job that should have taken maybe a week to going on 4 weeks. And when I went over on the inspection, nothing was done to TCNA standards. This was honestly, I've seen a good amount of failures. This was one of the worst that I have seen. This guy had absolutely no business being in these people's house. 4 years ago, I got called out to do a hall bathroom. And while I was there, they asked me to take a look at the master shower. Okay. They had it done 7 months prior. They had not been using it for 4 months. Okay. I ended up having to rip this entire shower out that was only 7 months old, because anytime they ran it, it was leaking down into their family room from up above, to the point that we had to rip the entire ceiling down. The stuff that I found on that job, same thing. Contractor that did other stuff took this project on. He didn't know what he was doing, got in over his head, and tried to make it work. It did not. It failed within a very, very short amount of time. And I offered the same thing to them, where if they wanted to try and get their money back, they could. But they were just like, you know what? Just fix it. We don't even care at this point.
I think it's even tougher to have to break the news of the reality of what it's actually going to cost. There's not a small ticket to these type of things. Even if it was the initial, if she had reached out to you initially, this is not a small ticket item, because these areas, especially wet areas, are crucial to having the job done right.
Accountability is huge too, man. We've been talking about that a lot in the tile industry recently. You know what I mean? These guys need to know that they can't be taking on jobs like this that they're going to get sued over, man. We really got to get this education out to customers, man, to do their homework before they pull triggers on jobs like this. You know what I mean?
Turn it up. Let's go.